Hi, I'm Sherry Gilbert, and I want to talk to you today about benefits of referral marketing. I had the golden opportunity recently to participate in a 1 hour webinar that IMDHA put out on keeping your practice busy during the pandemic. That hour went so quickly, and there were so many things that I didn't get a chance to talk about that I thought I put together this presentation. I hope that it helps you decide if referral marketing is right for you. I'd love to see your practice get as busy as you would like it to be. So let's jump in and talk about what it is and how you can do it for yourself. Networking is not about hunting, it's about farming. It's about cultivating relationships. This is about connecting with people that will learn to know, like, and trust you so that they can tell their clients who know, like, and trust them, that they can also know, like, and trust you. And that takes a little bit of time, but it's well worth the investment. So why referral marketing? I do spend about 4 or 5 hours a week investing in my referral marketing through meetings and meeting with my different referral partners. And why would I do that? Let's talk about the fact that word of mouth is one of the most effective ways to get new clients. This is word of mouth on steroids. Instead of having just a few people out there talking about me every day to the people that they know, their clients, etc., I have a ton of people out there talking about me, listening for opportunities to promote me and the work that I do. Referred clients come in ready to trust you. This is really important for any business, but it's doubly important for us as hypnotherapists. The client's ability to feel safe with us is really important. They come in having had someone they trusted say that they trust me. So that just makes it so much easier. I offer all new clients a complimentary consultation. And since I began working with referral marketing, I can count on one hand the number of people that didn't convert and become clients. This is a brand new base of clients who didn't even know that they were looking for you. The clients referred into me probably never would have thought that they would be seeing a hypnotherapist. They never certainly would have gone out looking for me on the web or in Facebook or any of those places because they didn't know that that's what they needed. Someone that they trusted suggested they come see me to see if I could help them. Referred clients are more likely to also send you referrals, so that's good too. This comes from Deloitte. Referred in customers have a 37% higher retention rate than other customers. This means that your clients are much more likely to stay with you, do the sessions needed to get their goals met, which means that they're happier with your services, more likely to send you referrals. The lifetime value of a referred customer is 25% higher than that of other customers. 70% of US consumers say that they trust brand and product recommendations from friends and family. And if you are the one being recommended, that's excellent news. Joint ventures. I enjoy doing joint ventures. They're a lot of fun, but it's also a really great way to get your name out there and get exposure to new clients. So this can be done in a lot of ways. Sometimes it's myself and one other person. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 of us. Right now, of course, we're not doing a lot of in-person events, but webinars are great and you can promote yourself all over the area, not just to local people. And this promotes everybody. So if I'm working with one other professional, at the very least, I'm marketing it to people I know, they're marketing it to people they know. But we often ask other referral partners to go ahead, even if they're not participating in the venture, to go ahead and market it as well. So whether it's an in-person event, once the pandemic is over, or a webinar or something along those lines, there are now a lot of people that can promote what you're doing, and that's powerful for everybody. I don't do them anymore. I've gotten too busy. But for a couple of years, I did something called Wine and Wisdoms. And once a month, I would invite in somebody to bring in the wisdom, and I would provide the wine and the snacks. And I wouldn't speak at these events other than to introduce the person bringing the wisdom. But people would come month after month after month. And I had probably a dozen different professionals that would put this out there regularly for me. And so it was a different group of people sometimes. Sometimes you'd see the same face a few months in a row. Sometimes it was a serious topic. I'd have a financial planner or an estate planning attorney, or I might have something fun like chair yoga. I might have something fun like manifesting, all kinds of different things. It didn't matter. I would just have a rotating bunch of people that would come in and provide the wisdom, which was a lot of fun. And I got a new client out of every single one of those events. Another advantage you might not think about immediately with referral marketing is these are other business professionals that I'm getting to know really well. And they're a great resource if you're struggling with something in your practice. While our businesses don't run exactly alike, these are really smart business professionals. And I've got more great advice for free because I've developed this relationship with them. So who are the referral partners that you might want to begin to develop some relationship with? Think about whose sphere of influence intersects with yours. In other words, who is talking to the same people that you would like to talk with? This might be different for you depending on what type of practice you have. But to give you an idea, these are the referral partners that I work with. Naturopathic doctors, doctors of osteopathy, doctors of homeopathy, nutritionists, physical therapists, trainers, chiropractors, family law attorneys, personal injury attorneys, therapists, and psychologists. The doctors make the most sense, right? You know, all doctors are working with patients that have some subconscious issues going on. They don't always have the time to sit and listen to them the way that that particular patient needs. So we're a great referral partner for them. I also refer back out, particularly to naturopathic doctors a lot. We do know that there are some physiological things behind anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress. And so those doctors and I have developed a relationship where I know I can trust them to just do the work that I want them to do. You know, let's check their blood work. Let's make sure that we don't have any nutritional deficiencies going on. Let's make sure that they don't have a hormonal issue going on. Let's make sure that their cortisol levels are okay. So they're not going to shove medications at my clients. They're going to see if there isn't something underlying in their physiology that can be contributing to their issues if we're not making progress fast enough. I think a nutritionist is kind of self-explanatory. They're working with a client that is really struggling with some of the dietary changes. Then that's a great fit for us. I refer back to them if I'm working with someone who's releasing weight and needs more help than I might be able to give them on what foods to eat. Physical therapists, oftentimes they find that their patient will get to a certain point and then just not get well. Well, we know there's secondary benefit to that. So that's a great referral for us. That's very similar to trainers and gym owners, same thing for chiropractors. I do work as a relationship coach. I'm trained as a relationship coach, and that's part of my practice. If you don't work with couples, this is still a great referral partner for you. When people go through divorce, it is trauma. Typically, there may have been trauma in the relationship before in a divorce. Having to make that decision is no easy thing. And they need that mental emotional support as they go through that divorce process. In a litigated, contentious divorce, you may be supporting them for the next 2, 3, 4 years in some cases. I, in particular, work primarily with a family law attorney who does mediated and collaborative divorce. I'm actually trained in collaborative divorce, which means I go sit in on their mediation sessions or sessions with the financial planner, etc. I help them figure out co-parenting agreements. So if anyone's interested in that kind of work, you can reach out to me. I'll be happy to talk to you about it. Simply helping people through the divorce process is important, giving them anchor so that they can be calm in court or calm in mediation. All of those things are really very important. work that needs to be done. Personal injury attorney, if someone's in a car accident or some other form of accident, they may have some trauma through that we can help with. Therapists and psychologists, it might surprise you how many referrals I get from therapists and psychologists. It's worth it to reach out and make that relationship. They're also a great resource if I need to refer them out for something beyond my scope of practice. So there's a couple of different ways to do this. You can do this on your own, and you can do this by joining an organization. Here are some steps that you can do if you want to do this on your own. Make contact through their office staff. A lot of doctors do in-services or meet with people on specific days of the week, and it can be really helpful if you're welcomed to come in and meet with them face-to-face. I usually start off with how I might be able to help the doctor or whomever it is and go from there. Right now, we're mostly setting up Zoom sessions. Some people will say that they'd rather I email them. Whatever it is, talk to their staff. Don't try and get to them directly. Chances are you're not going to be able to do that right away. Then you're going to request a time to meet to learn more about their practice and how you might be able to refer to them. I always start with how might I be able to help you? So I already want to know about a little bit about their practice, so I will go on and look at their website, then go in and meet them and talk to them more about it. Then I want to leave my rack cards or trifold brochures there at their office. I bring them looking very professional, nice little plastic holder for them so they're not just scattered everywhere. A lot of the doctors will just, and actually a lawyer too, just puts my information right into the new client packet at this point. Make regular contact, stay in contact. If the client signs a release, then you can talk to their doctor, their attorney, and stay in touch with them in that way. Otherwise, just take them out for coffee occasionally. Take a little gift to their office if they've sent you a lot of referrals. And then the fifth one is consider hosting a webinar series where these professionals get to talk about something educational to the public, because this will gain exposure to everyone. This would be very much like I was just talking about the joint ventures. Again, this promotes their business and it promotes yours. So it's a win-win-win. The public is getting great information for free and they are getting exposure. They will typically get new patients out of it, and you're going to get exposure and get new clients out of it. This is a great way to get started with it. If you find yourself getting stuck, let me know. You may want to join a referral organization. I did this on my own for many years before I joined an organization. Other than IACT, IMDHA, I'm not really a joiner. I don't belong to a lot of organizations. And back in my days when I worked as a general manager in the corporate world, whenever I would go to networking events, I felt like prey. They were the hunters and I was the deer because they always wanted to get my business. And being an ambivert, that was a very stressful situation for me. So I was not a huge, big fan of networking organizations. A dear friend of mine, though, about 6 years ago, I'm going to say encouraged, pushed, bullied me to come to visit the chapter he belongs to. And I will be eternally grateful to him because it's made so much money for me that it's actually now a requirement for anyone working in my practice that they also have to join a chapter of this organization. But not all organizations are equal, and not all chapters of any organization is equal. So the organization I belong to, you might visit a chapter that's absolutely fantastic, or you might visit one that's not worth your time and your money. So I want to give you some things that you can look at to make sure that you're joining something that's a good fit. Is there a one person per profession focus? There are certainly a lot of great referral organizations, networking organizations that don't do this. And I will go and visit with them, buy lunch, whatever. But I'm not going to invest a ton of time and a ton of money in those organizations because I'm competing with other people who do what I do. My main referral organization is one where there's one person per profession. I am not competing with anyone else who does what I do in that particular group. How many members are there? I'm going to recommend that you look that there's be 30 to 35. There is some research that shows that a networking organization with 35 members or more is a more self-sustaining chapter, that you're going to get more business out of it, and that the chapter itself is going to remain in business and be successful. So I would look for 30 to 35, and are they continuing to grow? Does the meeting time and location work for you? Don't do it if it's going to be a struggle, because you're going to resent it and it's not going to be good. I go to one that's early enough in the morning so that it does not impact the time that I take sessions. Are your potential referral partners well represented? If there's no one in there that seems like a natural referral partner to you, it's not your group. Keep looking. How much business per member is being generated monthly and annually? Now, keep in mind that your hourly rate is not going to be the same as an attorney's hourly rate or a roofing company owner's hourly rate. So they're going to make more money initially in as for their membership than you will. But take a look at that and look at who's similar to you. Who would charge a similar hourly rate, and how are they doing in the chapter? What's the general culture of the organization, and is that a fit for you? You're going to get to know these people. You're going to spend time with these people. Do they have values that fit your own? Is it warm? Is it welcoming? Do you feel like a part of the team right away? Or is it a little cold and standoffish? Do people joke in an unkind way? That's not going to be a good fit for you. Meet with some of the potential referral partners and discuss their experiences in the group. What are the time and financial commitments? So the one I belong to, we ask people to invest 4 to 5 hours a week. That's really not that much time. If you're going to be active on social media and use that, you're probably going to do at least that, probably more. The financial commitment from my group, right now it's less because we're meeting on Zoom, so there's no venue fee. But my annual, when we're back meeting in a restaurant, my annual commitment is about $1,400. The first year that I was a member, I've been a member for 6 years, just finished my 6th year. My first year that I was a member, after deducting all of my expenses, my net income was over $20,000. And just finishing my 6th year in August, I believe it was, excuse me, I cleared about $70,000 as a member of the organization. So that, excuse me, that for me is a great return on my time and financial investment. And what can you reasonably expect to receive in your first year? So this is something that you'll evaluate by talking to people that have just finished their first year in the group. Does it make financial sense for you? Here's some things that you can do. How much money do you want to make over the next 12 months from your membership? Just get a number in your head. What's your average transaction value? So this means how much do you charge per session? Do you sell a package? Do you sell sessions one at a time? And if you sell sessions one at a time, what's the average number of sessions that a client's going to come to you? Put this on the low end. What's your closing ratio? Now, these questions actually came from a form that I got from an organization that I belong to. I will tell you my closing ratio for referrals from the people that I've met in this organization. I think, I don't know if I could do the percentage, 99.97, something like that. I rarely get someone who doesn't become a client. So how many referrals do you need to achieve your revenue goal? So you want to do the math and figure out if I want to make, say, $25,000 and my average client pays me $1,000, then you need 25 referrals to meet your goal. And so that would be one referral every other week. And is that a reasonable expectation? No, that's not. That's a very reasonable expectation. And then now what can you do to ensure that you meet your profitability goals in the first year? So I'm going to tell you the things that I did in my first year that caused me to continue to build and make my profitability goals. Do 1 to 3 introductory events. When I joined the chapter I belonged to, no one actually knew what a hypnotherapist was, and I think most people were kind of afraid of me. So I did some introductory events. They were free. I hosted them in different people's meeting rooms, or the most successful one I did was in the chiropractor's office. He has this big open space, and I had people come. I did a PowerPoint presentation. I explained what hypnosis was, what it was not, and then I took them through a group experience. Every single one of those I booked 3 to 5 clients from. So suddenly everybody knew a little bit about what I did, and I had a lot of clients from that. Identify your contact sphere. Most organizations will help you do this, but if they don't, who are the people that we talked about earlier in the group that you would want to connect with? And then meet with them regularly. Meet with each of them once and then go back and do it again. Because the more they understand about you and the more you understand about them, the more you'll come up with a way for them to be able to refer to you. And then meet with the other members of the group. You might be surprised that some of your referrals come from people that you wouldn't have expected. Create the joint ventures that we've been talking about. This is a great place to get other professionals to come and do that, whether it's going to be a webinar with several of you speaking, or you just host a monthly event to have somebody come on and talk about something that they can give some free advice out to the general public. I offer a complimentary consultation. This is a great way for all of my referral partners to suggest people come and see me. So, take some time, take an hour, go meet with Sherry. She can talk to you about how she can help you with your problem, fill in the blank. And they come in, there's no financial obligation. I'm not going to take them into hypnosis, feel safe and comfortable. And like I said, they, with very few exceptions, will convert to a paying client. So this information comes from the referral networking organization that trained people on how to do referral marketing. And these numbers just blow my mind. I shared them in the other webinar, but I just think that they're so smart. 3% of your target market are active seekers. They're out there looking for you. 3%. 30% are unreachable. They're not on any of the social media platforms you're on. 67% are unconscious, in denial, or are procrastinating. Active seekers want it now. They will shop based on price, location, or availability. These are people who respond to traditional marketing. Unreachable people will never be your client for things that are out of your control and unchangeable. Part of this might be that they want to work with someone of a different gender. They don't feel comfortable with people of your race. They don't like your location, your training, etc. There's nothing you can do about that. The other 67% are in need of your services, but they cannot be reached by marketing because they don't know they need your service, or they don't trust marketing. The only way they can be reached is through someone that they trust recommending your service. So, do you want to target the 67%, or do you want to target the 3%? Referral marketing, whether you do it through an organization or you do it on your own, helps you reach that 67%, and that's a much busier practice. Referral marketing can reach 32 times more of your target market, typically results in more loyal and high quality clients, and is more cost effective than traditional marketing. So I do want to talk about how you do referral marketing on social media. Join Facebook groups that include your ideal clients. This is a little bit of a time investment, but if you go on and just respond to people occasionally, once, twice, 3 times a week, go in, take 20 minutes and just respond to posts. Get to be a known entity posting in there. Post non-business responses regularly. And most of them will have a time where you can talk about what you do, but don't do that all the time. And then when something comes up, then you can suggest hypnotherapy or coaching or all the different things that you do, but be a known quantity. Remember, people need to know, like, and trust you before they're going to refer to you or want to come in to see you. Then start your own Facebook group. I actually have been meaning to do this myself, and I've been busy. I haven't gotten to it, but a couple of ideas for you. We have a lot of first responders and workers that are frontline workers out there right now, people working in the food industry, grocery stores, restaurants, etc., as well as hospital workers, EMT, police officers that are in so much stress because of COVID. So what I would encourage you to do is start a Facebook group for them, record several inspirational videos, some meditations, have it just be open for people to chat, and ask all the people you know to invite people that fit into those categories onto your page. Some of those people will become clients or refer clients to you. I've also been working on some filmed pieces for one for couples, because that's an area of my practice as well. So there's things, social media is also great for referral marketing. You can connect with the doctors you might want to meet on there. You might connect with lawyers that you want to meet on there. So you can use social media for referral marketing. So I wish you joy. This is a quote that I love from Maya Angelou. When you wish someone joy, you wish them peace, love, prosperity, and happiness, all the good things. And I do wish for you prosperity. There are so many clients out there that need us, that don't know who you are. They don't know how to find you. They don't even know that they should be looking. And we need to get you out there. We all can be really busy. There's so much work out there for all of us. So I hope that some of these ideas are helpful for you. And if you want to reach out to me, here's a way that you can do that. I'd be happy to help and support you as you grow your business so that you're as busy as you want to be. Again,